and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2 while we're working through the Nordic Horizons DLC. Now, in the last episode we delivered our load to Hamar, and I've had a bit of sleep, so I'm now fully rested. And we're now taking a load of stone dust, 27 tons of it, to Dombås. This will open up this will unlock another Norwegian city. So that will give us a grand total of 6, I believe. So we've had 2 in Sweden, 2 in Finland. We'd only got Hamar because of my screw up of not realising there was a Christian Sand and a Christian Sund. Yeah, so yeah, that's it's not my finest hour. So we've got here to MS Stein. We've picked up our load, and we're ready to head off. So this will be time lapsed. And hopefully there'll be interesting spots along the way that we can sort of have a look at. If not, well, I'll see you in Dombås. In fact, cancel that time lapse. There is one thing to be said. I have had an issue with my toggle switch for changing low, high range and all of that. So what I've done is I've changed back to automatic gearbox. It's not my favourite thing, but I don't really have a choice. Okay, it's not really something I want to be doing. I want to be in manual, but it is what it is, you know. I don't have a choice. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this to Dombås using an automatic gearbox. And it does take a lot of getting used to. It took a lot of getting used to getting back into the manual. Now I've got to relearn the auto again, or unlearn the manual. So it's not easy. But I am looking at a couple of steering wheels that have been recently released. One is the Aerosoft truck wheel. It's got buttons, gear shifter with the toggle switches on it. Comes in with delivery from Germany, about 300 quid. The other one is a Hori or however you pronounce it. That essentially does the same thing. It's got a few more buttons, but they want over 500 quid for it. So personally, I'm thinking of going for the Aerosoft. But anyway, enough of my woes. I'll see you in Dombås, unless anything changes. Okay, so we're just a couple of minutes outside of Dombås now. No, I love this DLC, because obviously these are towns that weren't in the game originally. And the views are absolutely stunning. They're absolutely gorgeous. But I think we're coming up, yeah, we're going to have a photo here. Yeah, because we've got the lake or river. Get a little bit further on, so we might get a little bit of this farmland in. I love this. It's just, it is so nice. It's so pretty. Okay, so we're not going to get the river in there as well, but what a lovely picture with that background. Oh, lordy. Yeah, you can't beat sort of Scandinavian scenery. I love forests, I love trees, and it's just so nice. Now, we're doing 70, which is the speed limit. And we've got a nice little queue behind us. Well, I'm not stopping. I've got a schedule to keep. I'm not a holiday maker in a underpowered car pulling a caravan. Now, because this was quite a short trip, I'm not sure, but I'm going to have a look when we get into Dombås and see if we've got a load that we can take. Otherwise this episode's going to be about 5 minutes long. Now, one thing that I'm mightily concerned about, and you'll have seen it in the time lapse there, I use the adaptive cruise control, right?
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
And I'm absolutely convinced that the
Exit now.
gearbox I bought for this Volvo has a retarder. I'm also pretty sure that I've got it in the menu options to have auto retarder. So when the brakes go on, the retarder comes on. But for some reason, I don't know if there should be a symbol and there's not.
Right.
If it's just me being an idiot, I don't know. But I'm not used to this, the new Volvo that they put into ETS2.
Turn right, and then turn
It's
left.
lovely. I'm just not used to it. So I don't know what the screen should be showing, you know? I don't know. Should it be showing the retarder symbol? So I'm just going to, when we've dropped off, I'm going to check the menu,
You have arrived at your destination.
check the diagnostics and everything else. Now, where the hell are we going? Because yeah, I need to check this because I'm a bit concerned, because I nearly ran into that wagon in front of us carrying the farming machinery, it looked like. I nearly hit that a couple of times. So it's a bit concerning, you know? Right. Oh God, I'm not going to enjoy this one. So we'll have a couple of goes, you know? I'm just trying to follow this track. I may have just completely ballsed it up. Yeah. I did wonder there. Yeah, I've made a complete dog's dinner with that. Yeah, these type of parking I really don't like. Basically because of exactly this reason. You cannot, unless you look over here, and even then that's not great, because my zoom button is actually on my steering wheel. Probably a stupid place to put it, really. But one thing I've had to get used to as well is that with an automatic gearbox, I don't have to be revving. Okay, we're not doing too badly on this second bite. We will need to pull forward because it's a little bit ugly. It's a little bit ugly. So let's see if we can get it nicely lined up. 10 kilometers an hour reversing. How insane am I? But I normally do all that. But I don't need to now, and I shouldn't have done that there because it took my concentration away from parking the bloody thing. And of course, with automatic, I don't need to do that. So just give it a bit of revs to start it reversing, and then it will do it itself. It's an automatic gearbox. It's always in gear. I mean, yes, we do have automatic gearboxes in real world trucks now. We never used to because they just could not get them to work. I think one of the first ones was Ford D series, and it was so weak-willed, it was ridiculous. Anyway, I'm going to go away and I'm going to have a look and see if we can take another load in this episode, because I don't know. Because right now, this is probably 15 minutes after I've done the time-lapsing. Okay, so we did find one, and it's a 28-ton excavator. We're going to Trondheim this time. And there it is. Yeah, that's a big boy, isn't it? So again, barring any mishaps, I'll see you in Trondheim. Okay.
At the roundabout,
So
take the first exit.
again, it's been a very lovely scenic
Exit
drive. Really has been. It's absolutely gorgeous up here. As I said, I mean, I say it all the time. I mean, I tell people who aren't even bloody gamers, get yourself ETS2, especially the Nordic with this. I mean, it is absolutely awesome. I mean, it's so beautiful. They've done such a good job on this. And I know we've got one more confirmed at the moment, DLC, which is Iceland. So I'm really looking forward to that. Don't know when it's coming out, but I'm really looking forward to it. And
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
I've heard tell that the UK is going to have a rework.
Turn left.
And that we are going to get Ireland. Which is great, because that's my home stomping ground. That's where I'm originally from. That's where one half of my parentage comes from, Ireland.
Get ready to turn right.
So yeah, I'm rather looking forward to that one. Of course, the other half of my parenting lineage also comes from this neck of the woods in Norway. So I mean, you can't.
It's all over now.
You can't beat it at the moment for me. It's an absolute sort of bloodline fest, I suppose. I don't know the best way to describe it. But there we go. So that's yet another job done, and should be. I'll go look at my sheet. It should, I believe, be 3 of the Norway done. And I am right. So what I'm thinking is we continue in Norway for the next 3 routes. Hopefully we'll get them. And then we'll move to Sweden, and then we'll move to Finland. If by that point we're getting to Finland and we can, we're level 10 by then, I'm actually going to change my approach. And what I'll be doing, if I'm level 10 by the time we move into Finland and I can get that loan, that extension on the loan, remember, we've currently got a €1 million loan out. But I believe level 10 will put us up to a €2 or €2.5 million credit limit. So I will be taking the whole bloody lot. If it's a €2.5 million credit limit, well, I'll be taking as much as I could possibly get if we're level 10 by Finland. Because what I'll do is I shall be I'll be trying to get to Helsinki and buying a garage in Helsinki. Because what that will let me do it will let me get one of these, an HCT. These look absolutely terrifying, but they're not. They steer so well. They drive so well. As I've said, I did have a mod which allowed me to haul these anywhere on the map. And I took one to, it was either Corsica or Sardinia, one of the islands there in the in between France and Italy. And it was quite frankly incredible. Going up those winding mountain roads, this handled so well. I'm not sure how it will handle Greece, because I've tried Greece and it is so tight and curly and windy. It's a bloody nightmare. But yeah, so that's basically the updated plan, probably on to about plan F now. So by the time we make it to Finland, we could be on plan, I don't know, M or N or even Z. But that's the plan at the moment. Make level 10 by the time we get to Finland, get to Helsinki, get a garage in Helsinki, and buy one of these. I must be nuts. So on that note, time to end. It seems like a good ending point. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. And if you're not already, please do consider subscribing, as there's obviously new content pretty much every day apart from Saturdays. The Saturdays is when I sit down, I play the games, I record the games, I produce the videos, do all the editing, do all the calls and all the descriptions and everything else. So Saturdays are the only day that there isn't actually a game that comes out. So there's new content every day from ETS2, ATS and FS25. So I hope you can join me for all of those. And until I see you again, take care and bye-bye.